Welcome to Kanezaka, and we've got a very clear Overwatch 2 hero teaser on this map. And in the video, I'm going to break this down.
There's other, like I mentioned, story Easter egg. You should really pay attention to every piece of graffiti.
So in the recent developer update talking about Kanezaka and the year of Overwatch in 2020, Jeff goes into detail on the new elements to the map and things we should actually look out to. So this is the first thing I want to discuss because I believe this is pure bait. I don't think this is the new hero. It's so obvious. I think Blizzard like to hide things in plain sight, but also I think this is pretty much bait. So take a look at this. This is the very early Overwatch concept art for a bunch of heroes. Of course, we've got the awesome Mama Hong in the bottom left corner, as you guys can see. However, focus on this. It is Brit. She is the hero that is depicted on the billboard in Kanezaka that is actually animated. Now, as we can see, she's got a pistol, support mech, attack mech, which would indicate that the design for this hero initially is it's both offensive and defensive. Maybe it's a tank and a support. I mean, that looks really cool. You can't deny that that does not look really cool, but I still think this is a bit of a bait. Typical Blizzard putting something right in front of us, going, hey, look at this. Maybe we lose our mind. Maybe we're like, oh, you know what? That's the new hero. Maybe it is the new hero. But I think we need to look deeper into this map because there's a bunch of connections with Hanamura, with the Shimada brothers, and we're also going to reference, again, what Jeff says in the developer update because he does lead us in the right direction. And, of course, we're going to listen to Jeff. He is the game's director, and we can discern and sort of work out what might be happening and what the new hero might be. Also, we've got a leak as well from Game Informer that during BlizzCon last year, they actually were shown a silhouette of a hero, and it really lines up with where this speculation could be going. All right, let's hand this back over to Jeff. Just listen to this very carefully.
And the attention to detail on the map is really cool. In fact, it's not just some random setting. There's a lot of contextual storytelling we're doing in this free-for-all map with some Easter eggs and some payoff that's going to come in Overwatch 2, but we're going to learn more not only about our two favorite Shimada brothers, but possibly some other people as well that relate to that whole group. So it should be really interesting. There's a lot of Easter eggs in the map, not only about future Overwatch lore, but some fun stuff in regards to the team that makes the game. For example, there's a cat cafe in the map. And one of our concept artists, Leah, she was kind enough to draw almost all of the team's cats are in the cat cafe. So that's like a fun detail.
So let's talk about Genji. I want you to listen to the voice line.
I passed many an hour of my misspent youth here.
Genji says this on attack on Hanamura. He's passed many an hour of his misspent youth here in arcades. There's also, of course, arcades in Kanezaka. Now, again, this is pretty much the same location. Remember, Hanamura is literally above the new map. You can see it from below. And as we go forward here, we can see we've got the Pashimari arcade. Yeah, there's a bunch of attractions down here. It is conceivable that Genji did spend some of his youth here, which may mean that he fell in with the wrong crowd, which may mean that's where this new hero is coming from. Because Jeff doesn't specifically say it's a member of the Shimada clan, just that it's somebody who may relate to them. That could be an associate, could be a friend. It could even be the friend that led Genji astray. But this is super cool because it means we're getting lore actually built into the game again. And that to me is really, really cool. This here, the Toronto Sumika, I believe this just means Tiger Lounge or Tiger Bar. It's really cool. We've got the Tiger logo in here and it's sort of like the seedy bar in the area. Maybe Genji, maybe Hanzo have spent time here. Maybe this is where certain deals were done with the Shimada clan. I'm all hoping that this lore gets fleshed out. But again, we can look for these little details and these little clues as to what's going on. But this could be a new faction as well. It could also be a new gang. This might straight up be like a Tiger offshoot of the Shimada clan. It might be a rival clan. We don't know. But it could be. And that's what gets me really interested in this stuff. I absolutely love it. So let's take a look at this. This is the graffiti that Jeff was talking about. It's pretty much the only graffiti on the map. And it stands out. It's in a very prominent position. It's right next to one of the arcades. Look at this. You can clearly see a fox. Now, there's a lot going on in this image, but the fox is what I want to focus on, because I want to take you guys to this, which was from Game Informer last year. And this is what they say. The hero that stood out the most, and I couldn't take my eyes off, appeared to be a female with short hair. At her side and standing up to her knees was a fuzzy little critter with pointy ears and an equally pointy tail. It looked like a fennec fox, but with longer ears and a more aggressive stance. The hero of note wielded a giant four-sided weapon, which is somewhat similar to the shuriken used by Yuffie in Final Fantasy VII, but much thicker. At first glance, this weapon looked like it's used for melee purposes, but given Overwatch is science fiction universe, I wouldn't rule out the possibility of it being thrown like a boomerang or attached to some kind of chain, which I didn't see. Regarding the animal, your guess is as good as mine, whether it will be on the battlefield or not. There is a chance it could be summoned like Bob for an ultimate, or not be used at all like Bastion's bird Ganymede. Given how prominent it was in this artwork, I get the feeling the animal is used in some way. Imagine being able to tell it who to attack or pin down just by aiming at the foe. Again, this is all speculation, but from the silhouette alone, it looks to be one of the wildest heroes for the game yet. So yeah, it all lines up, doesn't it? There's a fox in the graffiti. Jeff tells us to look at the graffiti. It's a little bit more complicated than looking at the banner of what is the concept art of Brit and going, yes, that's a new hero. Anyway, if you move around Kanezaka, we actually get to a fox temple. So again, there's more fox iconography on this map. So here we are, we're about to get towards it. Look at this. There's two foxes there. Like, is this the temple? Is this the home of this potential character? This female ninja? It could be. And this actually, I mean, there's a lot we could speculate on here, but I think this is probably the right direction. And as we can see, Hanamura is above us in the background. There might be significance to this with Hanamura being above and this being sort of like the seedy underbelly of maybe the Hanamura or even the Shimada clan. It's all funky stuff. But I want you guys to check this out. Kunoichi. This is a female ninja or practitioner of ninjutsu. During the feudal period of Japan, ninjas were used as killers, spies, and messengers. So what we might be getting here is a female ninja who's affiliated with the Shimada clan who has a pet fox. Kunoichi is typically depicted in popular media as a fox, or the ninja has fox elements. Maybe they've got multiple tails, maybe they've got fox ears, or they're dressed as a fox. You see this all over the place. This could be what Blizzard are going for. So, when it comes down to raw speculation, I believe we're probably going to get a character who will become a hero in Overwatch 2, who is linked to the Shimada origin story, and especially Genji's story, probably with a little bit of Hanzo, but I'm going to probably go for Genji here because it's more of the rebellious aspect, whereas Hanzo was never really rebellious. He was more of the straight-up Shimada brother, the one who was going to keep the family going, where Genji was completely off the rails. And what we're going to see is a female Kunoichi ninja with a fox pet. That could be super cool. Alright guys, thank you for watching the video. I've been Stylosa. I really enjoy making these speculation videos. Again, it's awesome that we've got content coming out for Overwatch. We've been on a pretty long dry spell, and yeah, I'm super into this. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below, guys. And I'll catch you on the next one. Toodaloo.